Welcome to Hot Women Wanted.
We're three childhood best friends who have been through it all and talk about it all.
Everything from hot flashes to hot takes to hot topics. So come join us. Hi, hotties. Welcome to Hot Women Wanted podcast, episode 27. I'm Meredith Young. I'm here with my fellow hotties, Julie Koloff and Julie Strauss-Greeley. We are lifelong friends forever and ever and ever and ever, and we're excited to be here with you today. So let me start by checking in with my hotties, my Julie hotties. How are you guys? How are you feeling?
We all have so many names. Can't keep it straight.
It's a lifetime of names.
It is a lifetime of names. Meredith. Now Meredith.
I was married for a long time.
Well, we call you Mary because we're lifelong friends.
Yes, we call you Mary.
That's childhood name for us. We can't help it.
You are Meredith to all the Austin, Texas people, I have to say.
But to those who've known you our whole lives, you'll always be married to us.
Very rush.
Talking about a temperature check, and we do a temperature check because we are hot women in our certain age. And you know what? Sleeping is not great for me right now. Definitely having interrupted sleep.
Oh, God.
I am.
Julie, you're sleeping. Please, need I remind the listeners, please, everybody, before you start with the suggestions for Cole and what she could do, she has never been a good sleeper, ever. Like, ever. You really haven't.
Is anything new with your sleep, Jules?
I can't say I tie this to menopause. I'm so sorry. I'm keeping you out of the menopause group still.
I'm taking my magnesium every night.
But what is different about your sleep?
Yeah.
I'm just not sleeping great. I mean, I wake up. I have interrupted sleep. It's not a salad through the night. I'll wake up at like still 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll wake up.
And then you can't get back to sleep.
I get back to sleep, but I wake up. Oh. It's annoying.
I mean, Jules, that's everyone.
Not me.
That's a bad sleeper?
Not me.
You can't compare yourself to Julie Strauss. No way. Nobody can.
I know. But it's annoying. You know what I mean? It's annoying to me.
I wake up, I pee almost every night, like 3 times.
Oh, no. Every once in a while, I'll have to get up once. But no. I mean, I will say this. My neck ailment, which I'm happy to say I am, I think, on the other side of it. Not perfect, but close. That was keeping me up because I had to invest in a whole new pillow regime. I now have a cervical pillow. Yep, you heard it here.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
I'm of the age where I have a memory foam cervical pillow that is made for side sleepers, which I am. I sleep on my left side, which cradles your head in such a way it supports the neck because I could not get past this injury. Everybody I went to, physical therapy, everyone was like, it's the way you're sleeping. It's better during the day, and then you're sleeping wrong again, and it's aggravating at night.
Well, there you go. You thought we didn't have a hot beauty tip today, but what we do for side sleepers who were having problems.
I don't have the actual information on it, but I got to tell you, and I don't love it. And I'm here to tell you, I don't love it. So far, I feel like I'm sleeping on a hollowed out rock.
What were your pillows before? Like
a
soft
pillows, like a good strong pillow with a little bit of lift.
Strong. Okay, that's why maybe. Also, I don't have a strong
pillow. So all the positioning. Anyway, what can I say? I'm barely on the other side of it. 2 weeks off of exercising, which not a good thing for me. I mean, as I continue to eat. Today was my first day back. So, we'll see. That's my temperature check. And that has been keeping me up for 2 weeks. It's hard to sleep with a neck injury. But I'm still making my way through. My alarm went off at 7 a.m. I was like, wow. I actually slept. I had to wait for my alarm to wake me today.
Wow, that's nice.
Good to know we're all a mess. Jules, why don't you turn this to a hot flashback?
Okay, today's hot flashback. This is a funny one. Taking it back to high school. And it involves Meredith. Was it the summer before our freshman year? Was it? Or summer before our senior year of high school? I can't remember.
Yeah,
summer before summer before freshman year of college. So Mary and I I think we've mentioned this before, we were day camp counselors at our local JCC in Tenafly, New Jersey, Bergen County. Shout out for anybody who's from that area of the world.
It happens to be a very good JCC.
It's an excellent, and gorgeous at the time. And, and dare I say, where you met your husband.
Yes, it's very
but this is before that. And so Mary and I were day camp counselors together doing like literally the bare minimum. I mean, I don't know what year this was. What was this? 86, summer of 86. If any of you had small children at the JCC day camp,
We're sorry. We're very, very sorry.
we were slightly distracted. We were distracted by twin brothers who shall go nameless from Bergen County. I will not say the name of the town. Who are absolutely adorable and 2 years younger than us. Two, not one, two.
And at that point, that's a lot. Like
That's a lot.
We were of age and they were not.
They were, yes. We were barely of age, but yes, we were going off to college and they were going off to junior year. Like they hadn't even thought about college. It was not even a fleeting moment in their brain. Anyway, we had major flirtation, dating with them all summer long. It was the summer fun. We're driving them around like the little boys that they were. They could not even pick us up for a date. Like we were driving everywhere. And on one of our date nights, the four of us were in my car and there's an area of like the 9W highway that overlooks the Hudson River. And it's like, it's not like from like Happy Days, like Lookout Point, but I think it is called something.
It is. No, it is Lookout Point.
It is called
Lookout Point.
So of course
it's like
we had nowhere to go. We had nowhere to go with the four of us, and like we were absolutely mortified that we were spending the summer with these children, and, barely older than the campers. And so we went to Lookout Point, and we go to like get ready to leave, whatever, doing whatever, and my car won't start. Now this was like pre-cell phone, pre-whatever. I had to walk to the payphone.
Oh, by the way, we didn't tell our parents about that.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we did not tell her, right?
Because we were so embarrassed that they were so young that we were like, let's not share this.
Wait, they weren't that young. Let's tell our audience they were not. They were 16.
They were 16.
Right, they were 16.
Summer lovin' had me a blast. So I had to walk to the payphone on a highway and call my parents, wake my parents out of a slumber, talking about sleeping. My mother was like, hello? I'm like, oh, small problem. I had a Lookout Point. And my car won't start. I thought my parents, like literally 15 minutes later, thank God it was near where we lived, my parents screech up in the car. Both of them. First of all, the indignity of both of them having to come, like in the middle of the night. My dad like gets out the car, furious, like won't even look at me. And my mother's like, David, did you say hello to the boys? These two like drink of water, tall, skinny teenage boys were like, hello.
Lanky.
Mary and I were so
We still had acne.
like we were so busted. My mother was like, what in the hell is going on here? I'm like, save it. So that's my good flashback of the day. It's like summertime, summer lovin'.
Summer lovin'. Yeah. You had me a blast. I love it.
I did have a blast. That was fun.
It was fun.
Anyway, moving on. What's next?
I just want to say for the listeners, stay tuned for the hot take because I'm in a deep sweat right now. I'll tell you why at the end of this podcast.
Again, I'm going to go so far as to say, is it a hot take?
It's a hot take. It's a hot take.
You know what it is? It's a hot take from the hot seat.
And Mary, you'll be losing weight this whole podcast.
I mean, you guys, it's like being in a sauna.
I guess this thing really works. Okay, can't wait to hear about it. All right, what are we moving on to?
Should I take us to hot off the press?
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, let me do it. Yeah. Okay, so hot off the press. What's going on? What's the buzzy news this week? So, right, I'm going to say we're hot off the press. I think we all agree that Survivor came out with their season 50 with all stars, and we were so excited to watch the announcement.
Yeah.
And who was missing but Boston Rob?
Totally.
And we like to say we were Boston robbed of a great season 50.
Yeah.
Yes.
Such a bummer.
I think we were robbed. I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, I guess do we believe the press that he really didn't want to do it?
Yeah.
I think he, because he's been doing hosting for Real TV. Yeah. He's been hosting for NBC and doing like social stuff. And listen, I love Boston Rob so much. I think he's great TV. I adore him. He's not in top shape. And that is very, very hard to do Survivor. So he would really have to really get into fighting shape to do Survivor. And he's not interested. He has all these hosting gigs.
He's right. He would get voted off immediately.
People are always on to him. He doesn't want to fly to like fucking Thailand and then like get voted off, you know?
These adorable kids.
Who do we have, which is thrilling? But Mike White.
I
Yeah,
know.
Mike White. Are we not going to get our White Lotus?
No, we're going to get a White Lotus. We're going to get a White Lotus. Are you kidding? First of all, he's going to be writing it while he's there. I mean,
Yes, I think you're right. And also, I'm upset about Parvati's not going to be on it either.
I
No,
know.
but you said, or somebody said, one of you said last week when I brought that up that I was so surprised she's not on it because she's game to do everything and anything.
She's doing Australia.
She's doing something else in Australia, which is another Survivor product.
She's doing a special season on Survivor for Australia, but it's not going to run here. We're not going to see it.
Okay.
And I happen to love her. She's a
It's only
snake. She's a great
airing-
player.
It's
Yeah.
only airing in
Australia.
Oh,
And
that's
she happens to be really tight with Boston Rob, and I would have loved to have seen them play again. I would have been like really.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of really good people. Now, one of the things I think is a really bad move, Kyle and Camilla again.
I don't want to see them. They're not all stars. It's too soon to put them on 50.
I don't get it.
agree.
I don't like it.
Even if it wasn't an all-star theme, which I agree with Jules, it's like their whole thing that they're blown up in minute one also. Like they can't
They're not all stars.
And
They're
they
not all stars.
They
No.
can't recreate what they did. They can't have
No.
a
That's
show.
why I want to see how they play the game without each other.
Yeah. I mean, Joe is a great pick because he's so
Yeah.
physically capable and strong. He's
Right.
tough to beat.
I
There
agree.
are a lot of really good people on it. Like when they were running through them and showing the pictures and you were kind of remembering who everybody is, you're like, oh, okay.
I'm all in. I'm just disappointed. I wanted Boston Rob. I mean, I adore him. He's
Yeah.
great TV. We all love him. I mean, he's
Do I think
fabulous.
do I think it's a little new era heavy? I do.
There's some classic people in there. There's some old classics.
But
Yeah.
I think it's a little too new era heavy. But
People
anyway,
were saying it's not enough like younger people. Like they don't have like those 20, 30s, like the younger people. So it's interesting. We'll see what the audience
I'm
is.
excited to watch. You know me. I'll be there. Be square. Love it.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
The next hot off the press, and this is very interesting. JoJo Siwa, who
Yeah.
did Celebrity Big Brother, which I don't never seen before in my life. But
She's a million things.
and
Dance
she was a very like out and about lesbian, had a very serious girlfriend.
Well, wasn't she the Dance Moms? Isn't that her claim to fame?
Yes, that's
She's
what
in Dance Moms originally, but she's an adult now, and she
Oh,
had.
no. I'm just saying that's how people
Yeah,
know her.
That's how they know her. She found her fame on Dance Moms, but then became really famous on Disney. Like that's really where she got famous. Her mom plucked her from Dance Moms, put her on Disney, and she became or Disney or Nickelodeon, one of those, and became wildly famous. And has a huge following. And then she came out as a lesbian and like had a serious girlfriend and very much part of the LGBTQ community, and proud and loud and amazing. And then she does Celebrity Big Brother.
Right.
And I guess I've never watched it, but I guess it's sort of like Love Island, where the camera's always rolling, and she was hanging out with this guy. I don't know who he is, Chris Hughes, and
He's British, but I don't know who he is or what he's from. He's
And
got to
they
be some kind of a celebrity, but I don't have a clue.
so I guess fans of Big Brother were noticing it. They're like, "Are they together?" And then people like her girlfriend's like, "No, like she had a girlfriend, and she's a lesbian, and she's not even like queer, just pure lesbian." And then all of a sudden, like they were hanging out. By the end of Big Brother, they were saying they were together, and they were sort of denying it, saying they were just friends. But today, page 6, JoJo has said they are very much together.
I will tell you who has been following this for a very long time, and I haven't brought it to our pod because I was like, I wonder why they're so obsessed with them. The Smith sisters have been talking about this for months. They had like a spotting of them. They've been calling this, so they're really obsessed with JoJo, and I never knew why, but here we go.
Is that because of Big Brother?
They're always obsessed. They always talk about her for some reason, but yes, recently they were like, we spotted her. We think they're together. And so they've been talking about this for like a month now. But yeah, now it was confirmed.
All right. Well, hope they seem very cute and happy in whatever pictures I've seen, but like I have no idea. I barely know who she is. I have no idea who he is, but I can understand that that's like a big scooperoo.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her girlfriend just because it's so public.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. But everyone deserves to be happy. Another one, I guess Taylor Swift and Blake Lively are no longer friends.
No.
That friendship is over.
Never, ever, ever get back together.
Those two, that friendship is over. Over and out.
Over. Yep. Hope it was worth it, Blake. Hope it was worth it.
That Blake Lively scenario is really turning really badly for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So we will see what happens. And Taylor Swift wants nothing to do with it.
No, and she doesn't want to be anywhere near. I don't blame her. She's way too big to be near any kind of controversy, any kind of
And to get pulled into it
And
nonetheless.
to be subpoenaed for their text messages. I mean, come on, what are you doing?
Oh wait, and this is great news for Taylor Swift, but we didn't write down in our notes. She got back all her publishing. She got back all her publishing. Go Taylor.
Thrilled about. So happy for Taylor.
I was so excited for her. That was terrible that she lost all those rights to Scooter Braun, and then he sold it
to a private equity firm a year later just for money. He just
Crazy.
did it just for
He's
money.
such an asshole.
Yeah.
And now she has it back and where it belongs, and now she owns everything. So even though, let's say she spent $1 billion for it, something like that, I guess.
Who cares? Yeah,
no, she's going to get it all back. You know what I mean? Because now she has the rights to all of it. Good for Taylor.
Yeah.
Thrilled.
Awesome.
And then I guess Uba Hassan from Real Housewives of New York, the new season, the newbies, the reboot, got engaged yesterday or over the weekend to her billionaire boyfriend.
To her Connecticut guy. It was so cute. Yeah.
It was very cute.
I mean, I like her as a person. Again, I'm not interested in seeing her on Roni.
No, I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch Roni, but I like Uba, and I'm thrilled for her.
She's Uba.
Yeah,
I'm happier for her. Never been married, never been engaged. I don't think. Like
she fell in love with that guy, and that was it.
Yeah,
that was true love.
She knew it. She knew it early on. It was like, oh, she was dating it. It was serious. He wasn't on camera. It was like a whole thing. Yeah, I'm thrilled for her.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Thrilled.
Awesome.
So,
all right, that's good stuff. Good hot off the press.
Well, the last one I'm going to talk about, because this will take us to the next segment in Hot Topics.
Oh.
The Vanderpump Mom Talk has a crossover. I guess I'm not watching Vanderpump Villa, which is on Hulu.
I have a question. Should we be?
I think we might. I'm not really interested, but I guess we should watch it just because of the Mom Talk.
I agree.
Vanderpump Villa crossover.
It's only one episode. Every episode is a different guest. It's kind of like Below Deck, but in a villa.
Oh.
So there's
you can fast forward. You can only watch that episode.
Maybe Mom Talk has 2 episodes because obviously a lot of stuff happened. I don't know, but they're not. It's not. The whole show isn't Vanderpump Villa with the Mom Talk girls. They just were one of the guests.
So I guess if you're not familiar with it, I don't know. Mariano, who works at the Vanderpump Villa, and the mom Marciano, and I guess the girls from Mom Talk went. Not all of them, but a lot of them went to the Vanderpump Villa for like a crossover with Hulu, and Demi and Jesse.
I'm sorry, Demi.
Like Demi Moore. Like Demi Moore?
Demi. I put it in our notes. Pronunciation.
Demi is not pronounced Demi.
It's Demi.
Everybody calls her Demi.
No, that's actually not true. Everyone calls her
Demi.
Whatever.
The names are a problem for you. Anyway, moving
She's
on.
still not Taylor. She's still not center stage.
It's not Mariano. That's Rob's last name. I mean, we are showing our age. We cannot get a name right if our lives depended on it.
Well, I guess supposedly this guy maybe got together maybe with Jess or Demi. I don't know.
Demi.
I can't get it. For me, it's Demi. I'm calling Demi Moore, and it's Demi. I don't care. She's not famous enough for me to have to spend time pronouncing her name right.
Honestly, okay, not to equate ourselves with Conan O'Brien, I wish. But I was listening to Conan O'Brien's podcast the other day because he had one of the creators and writers on from Hacks, who I love, who he and his wife started Hacks and they write together and he acts in it. His wife's name is Lucia. It's spelled Lucia. If I tell you the entire podcast, Cola, you are Conan O'Brien, the entire podcast, it was almost hard to listen to. He kept calling her Lucia. And it was like, and then his people kept being like, Conan, it's Lucia. And he was like, I can't say it. I just can't get it. The entire time said it wrong. So we're in good company, Colin. You're in good company.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, so that's interesting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, something happened. I know Jess is now separated. Jess is now separated. What?
Is this guy blowing what could have just been like?
No, he released text today.
What were his texts today? I didn't see that.
The word on the street is he's like a fame-hungry reality TV guy. He's tried to be on 9 million things.
And that there may be, this is like not true.
Yeah.
No, but she's claiming Demi, however you pronounce her name, is supposedly suing him for sexual harassment.
I mean, should we just jump into all of Mom Talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, supposedly she's suing him for sexual harassment. And
what do you think about that? I think
so. He has the receipts. After he got fired, they fired him from Vanderpump Villa.
Vanderpump Villa?
Yeah, he gets fired. After they leave, he gets fired. And then they were texting. She's like, is it true you were fired? And she's like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah. He's like, call me. She's like, I'm calling you now. That's not somebody who's being sexually harassed. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, no, I think that negates the sexual harassment thing, but I'm also saying he's not clean as a whistle either.
Either is her husband. Her husband's been on 900 reality shows.
Her husband was married to Angie Harrington from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That was his.
He was on Bachelorette. What's her face?
Yeah.
Claire. What was her name?
Claire.
Claire Crawley.
He's on every reality show.
He's also been on every reality or reality adjacent. So
and met his wife when she was 9.
Guess what? She has a type.
So does he. Yeah. Met her when she was 9.
Yeah, he was 12. He was like 20 something, and she was 9 when they first met. I'm like,
harkening back to our original story from.
I mean, Utah is nothing if not consistent. Sorry, but it is. Like, I mean, somebody was it our group chat where somebody, Mary, maybe it was you, where you're like, I don't understand how these mom talk ladies, these Real House with real Mormons, how they stay so skinny when all they do is drink soda. It's like
I said that sugar soda
because they're 20. They're
they're 32. They've all had so much plastic surgery. Jess was on her. She popped up. I don't follow any of them, but Jess popped up on my TikTok. She just got a nose job.
Oh, really?
She doesn't need a nose job.
I mean, I will say this about Jess. I was noticing. I don't want to get into the controversy about the hair, but I was noticing.
The hair's not good.
Not good is being generous. I've never seen worse hair in my life.
Curling Kayla's hair and not a curl to be had. I was like,
want to know why? Because Michaela is wearing one of her hair extensions, and God knows what the fuck is in those dead.
I mean, she's looking away, and I'm like, there are no curls. She looks like a wet noodle. So what? Anyway,
awful.
I mean, I really don't. I think Demi is a mean girl, so I hate to even go there. But
I could not tell Jess and Demi apart as I'm watching it. And this is my second season watching it. I kept on going, wait, I can't tell. I could not tell them apart. They look so much alike to me.
This show, so for anybody watching, it's not called, I mean, it's Mom Talk on TikTok or whatever, but the show is like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on Hulu, right?
On Hulu. Their TikToks are unbelievable. That's what kind of started the show. It was started by this woman, Taylor Frankie Paul, who they're a group of friends, all child brides, quite literally child brides. Like they've all had like 3 or 4 kids, and they're maybe 28. So
Layla has 3 at 23.
Yeah, she had 3 kids. She had her first kid at 19. Yeah. And they started creating these TikToks, and they became really popular. And then, in theory, it became about women's empowerment. They're in this very restrictive community and religion, and they were like, well, we can make money through this, and we can generate income, and we can be independent, all things which I think are awesome, and obviously support. And so it took off. And it is like...
Jules, you're missing the whole point. It took off, but no one cared until Taylor Frankie Paul all of a sudden one day decided to wake up and go on her TikTok and go, by the way, we all swing.
Right. We're like,
we're all screwing each other.
I'm screwing this one's husband.
That's what made them famous, not the mom talks. It made them famous that she came out and said, actually, we're Mormons who are swingers. And then that became the scandal. And then half the girls did not want anything to do with her because they didn't want anyone to know that they were swinging.
What's really going on? Exactly.
But Hulu producers were like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That girl's interesting.
The first season was amazing, and the second season was even better.
Second season was even better. And how shitty are Taylor's parents? Can you get over that family? That stepfather. That's not her real father. That's her stepfather. But slut shaming her, I was like so upset.
Yeah.
I'm like, no wonder why she's so screwed up.
And the mothers have like 3 facelifts now. It's like ridiculous.
Who's paying for all? That's what I'm saying. It's like these girls and moms, they have so much like they're getting endless amounts of work done. Like I don't get it. Like
I know
that's a lot of money. Like that basically had her face redone. I mean, she kind of looks like Caitlyn. The mom had her entire face redone.
But that's what happens on all the housewife shows too. If you see somebody in their first season and then you see them in their second season, between the first, second season, they've had their teeth done, they've had plastic surgery.
That's what I'm going to say.
Her mom's not on the show. She's like a side character. She's, you know what I mean?
Her mom's on the show because her mom inserts herself every season. She's had a confrontation with one of the girls.
Here's what I'm going to say, ladies.
Her mom wants to be famous.
At our age, and they're very young, but we're damned if we do and we're damned if we don't, right? Like we're damned if we do because you look crazy, and you're damned if you don't because you look old. And so I think you got to do what makes you happy. Like,
No, I'm not putting down getting your face done. I'm just saying her mom's like, I feel like a mother, she's not a good role model for her own daughter. It feels like she's competing with her daughter. And then she doesn't support her daughter. I don't like the mother's attitude towards, listen, Taylor's a very flawed person, obviously. She's got a lot of problems, but she's truthful. She's out there. She's vulnerable. I mean, she's great television. I like her. I'm rooting for her. She makes bad mistake after bad mistake, but I'm rooting for her. Like, there's no way they're getting rid of her. Like, there's no way anyone else.
She's a straight shooter. She says what she's thinking. You never have to wonder what she's thinking.
Listen, play games.
She doesn't. She stands up for people in that group that nobody's standing up for. I really like that about her.
Let's put it this way. In season 1, she was in a domestic dispute with her boyfriend, Dakota. They stopped filming. They're like, we're not filming without her. They literally put the cameras down. They're like, there's no show without Taylor. Like, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Well, that's why the whole thing with Demi is like, I don't know that I'd say she's a mean girl. I mean, I definitely don't like her. But what I will say is she's money hungry and she's fame hungry and she
was incredibly rude to Taylor. I mean, Taylor's mother is annoying, but she was incredibly rude to the mother.
I'm not saying she is or she isn't. I'm just.
And by the way, Jen was like suicidal, and she was going after.
I think she just I agree. I just think she is disgusting in the sense that she sees dollar signs and this is all she wants. She wants as much airtime. She wants to get as many deals. She's not happy for anyone else when they get the deal or they get flown.
Oh, who got the book deal? Who was that? Macy?
Macy.
Yeah. All of their faces. Not one person was happy. Only Jen Affleck. Affleck?
Yes.
She was the only one to get out of her seat and hug her. It was awkward. Yeah. They were all like annoyed that she got a book deal.
Like, great, thanks. Congratulations.
Yeah. It was terrible.
Yeah. We're all really competing against each other and want to get their moment in the sun. But the truth of the matter is there's nothing without Taylor. So Demi's whole play of well, if Taylor, it's either me or Taylor, everyone was like, see ya.
See ya.
Don't let the door hit you in the ass. We need this job. We need this TV show.
I will say this. I do love Michaela and Macy's friendship.
I do too. I really like Macy.
I cried tears at that end scene where they went to they went and they were
pregnancy when they both did the pregnancy thing.
No, her first husband died.
Her first husband
or boyfriend.
Oh yes, that was very sad, and they were not speaking when it happened. Yeah,
they were just such a real moment, and oh my gosh, and they had a fight before.
Yeah, it was really sad.
So sad.
I really like Macy.
Me too.
And she went away to school and she was like a Division I tennis player and she had a life outside of this. Obviously, she's very tied to this community. But there's something about her that I think I really like her. I find her the most normal. I think I gotta tell you something. I find Jen's husband terrifying.
Terrifying.
He's trying to do a PR. He's doing a PR spin this year. You know what I mean? This year he's trying to be the good guy. I'm listening. I need this. He's trying to redeem himself. Obviously, he got some PR training.
She's trapped. I think he abuses her. I think that's what she was so depressed. I really do. I'm not. I have no facts.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
No, I don't. I'm not saying physically abuse. I'm just saying I don't think it's a healthy relationship, and I think she knew she had to get out. She was trying to get out, and then she got pregnant, and I think that's why she went into such a depression.
I don't feel bad for her. She took her IUD out for the second baby and never told him. That's strange. You don't do that in a marriage. That's not a marriage.
By the way, his decision to leave medical school.
I don't think he ever started.
Mom talk.
I don't think he ever started.
He started, he said. Didn't he say he started?
Yeah, but I think something came out that he really didn't. He never enrolled.
No, he enrolled. I saw he was on Nick Viall. He enrolled, but in season 1, when they said he didn't, in season 1, when they said his parents paid for it, he's like, I enrolled, but I hadn't even accepted yet. So my parents couldn't even put down. He's like, we didn't lose any money because I hadn't even said which one I was going to yet. So that was a lot. That's what he was saying.
In New York.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't start.
They went to look at New York at NYU. Supposedly he got into NYU. I don't know if that's true.
That guy didn't even start anywhere. Come on.
It's a little strange to get into medical school and then say, well, let's just go with mom talk.
Unless these guys are saying these women are making so much money and this is enough money, we're bringing in so much money for our family, but they can't be home taking care of these 5 million kids we now have under the age of 4 because they had them boom, 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 boom. So we're going to be the dads and the wives are making the money. I don't know. They're clearly making a lot of money, these women. Clearly.
But medical school is a 10-year commitment. So you got to kind of start.
Right.
But also, like, if he's going to do medical school and she's doing mom talk and they're having baby after baby after baby, something's got to give.
Something's got to give.
As we know, you can't have it all. Sorry, you can't.
No, all these husbands, I think half of them are gay. I mean, I do.
Oh, God, more than half, please. More.
Allegedly, I know I'm going to get like reamed for that. So allegedly, but for me, I'm getting definitely getting a gay vibe from the husbands.
Me
and I don't feel like anybody has a strong marriage. Not one person.
I think Macy does.
I don't know. I think all the husbands are weird.
I don't think her husband's that weird.
I don't know him that well.
I think Michaela's husband loves her, but I think that's like a friendship.
I think they're all friendships. I think these guys like to get together.
I think they're besties. I think Michaela and her hubby are besties. I think Whitney's evil, actually. I think
Whitney is evil.
I think Whitney is exactly what
they vote her back in. She's like, and then Demi's like, after Demi is like completely stood up for her, Demi's like, come on, Whitney, we're out of here. Whitney's like,
yeah, she was like, no, she literally said, I think in her confessional, she's like, oh, well, I'm back in. That's all I care about.
Yeah, no, seriously. It was literally like the scene from Jerry Maguire. Like,
Yeah.
who's with me? You know, like, nobody stood up. To me, it's like, I'm leaving. Let's go.
I don't think I've heard
It's like, let's go, Whitney.
Whitney was like, me? I'm back in. I'm not getting up. But Whitney is evil. Whitney was evil for its evil.
Evil.
But you need an evil. You need her. You need somebody. You
Of
need
course. I'm not saying like she's not. Of course.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like talk about somebody that I legit think is not nice. Whitney.
And by the way, her husband had a Tinder scandal.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't Tinder.
He was a sex addict.
Grindr.
Yeah, that's Grindr. It was a Grindr scandal.
It was the other grinder, allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah, he's a
Allegedly.
sex addict. I'm like, what kind of a sex addict?
Exactly.
There's a lot of different flavors in that ice cream shop. I don't think so.
Exactly. Okay, let's spend a little tiny bit of time on Marciano. So interestingly, what I noticed about that that talk he had with Layla at the very end, he actually didn't say anything. He gestured a lot, and she was like, "You said."
It was like a game of like.
He was like acting it out. She's like, "You fucked her."
He must have some kind of thing where he can't like say it. Like he can't like I don't know.
The producers must have said you can't say for legal reasons. Maybe you can't say certain things.
Or maybe it was a condition of his firing. Like maybe he's got like some kind of a whatever. Like he can't say what happened.
She does it all. It was so funny.
She does all the heavy. First of all, she flew her ass out to wherever the fuck he was snowboarding. I'm like, what's happening? Like, what is the budget for Mom Talk now?
It's Hulu's budget.
I mean, I'm like, so is Layla on yet another private jet going to confront Marciano? Like, what's happening?
And where are the three kids? Where are they?
As a single mom, like, where are they, Layla?
I think about that for everybody. Like, I love, Taylor, but she's going to everywhere. And I'm like, who's watching these kids?
I know. Where are they?
Because Dakota has no job.
Well, Dakota has the baby, but there are two.
That's only one. She has two other kids with the other father.
Yeah, we never see the other guy.
We never see that.
I did read that.
Oh no, that's not true. He did show up at the party. Isn't that? Oh no, that was her boyfriend. No,
that was the other guy, Chase.
It's
very confusing. All the swinger couples.
Oh God, they all look alike. Everybody looks alike in this universe. Everybody. And you know what? That's the complaint a lot with Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That a lot of them with the long hair. It's like this look there.
Yeah, it is.
It's very interesting. Must be such high pressure in Utah or Provo or this Mormon lifestyle to be perfect.
Oh yeah,
because it's this whole thing of being perfect.
Heather Gay talks a lot about it. That's what all her books are about. That's what all her bestsellers are about.
By the way, Provo is the place where those camps are for the Paris.
By the way, Provo is where the Osmond compound is, and I've been there. As we know. Oh yes.
The Osmond compound. I too have been.
I have been to the Osmond compound. I went to the Donnie and Marie show live in person with Casey and the Sunshine Band. It's a musical.
What?
My parents had our cross-country trip. Oh, it's one of the best Carol Stroud stories ever. Gotta say, we had no tickets. My mom talked her way in with Marie Osmond Senior, Marie the mom, for real.
That's amazing. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
What a trip.
It's a weird world over there. It is a weird
It is.
world. And they're also really twisted. Like they're twisted sexually. They do ketamine therapy.
I
Like,
don't. You can't have caffeine and you can't drink alcohol, but you can do ketamine. Don't you think that's bizarre? That's really part of their social
also,
life.
isn't there caffeine in all these sodas they're drinking?
No,
They're all getting a flavor with no caffeine.
they can't. You can't have caffeine if you're a Mormon.
No caffeine, no coffee, no tea.
They're literally so addicted to sugar, though. I don't know what would happen if somebody said to them, "You need to go, like, God forbid, like pre-diabetic, like you need to go on a non-sugar diet." They would literally fall over.
And they're not even getting Diet Cokes. I mean, they're getting like real Cokes with syrup and
Like,
coconut milk. And
There's a soda store with all these flavors.
they make it like an iced coffee flavor. It's disgusting. It's awful.
Dan's cracking up. That's what I'm hearing.
what?
Can't say it out loud yet.
At your best. But anyway, yeah, no, it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But guess what? Now we know, like, Lisa Barlow comes by that, like, fast food and soft drink addiction naturally.
Oh, she does. She's always drinking soda, Lisa Barlow.
Always.
It's interesting.
No, sure, kids have never had a real meal. Like, they go for fast food for breakfast. Like,
I know, it's crazy.
it's crap. Her
Okay,
body's
guys,
filled with
I think we
crap.
should wrap up.
Let's move on to Summer House.
Yeah, let's do Summer House.
Reunion episode 1.
Reunion episode 1. I mean, listen, I love Summer House.
Didn't we see episode 2 also?
No, it's this week.
No, not yet.
I love Summer House. Please, you're never going to get me to say anything against the show. Do I feel like we had to spend half of episode 1 of the reunion for this season rehashing West and Ciara?
This is what I was thinking. Was Andy Cohen trying to give West like a redemption arc? Because he looked like such a jerk. That's what I think.
Uh-huh.
We didn't need it. It was so long.
Yeah.
And also, he didn't redeem himself because he said something stupid again. Like, oh, I know how you feel. I just wasn't into it. Like, he said something really, like, demeaning to her.
He's never going to redeem himself. He doesn't have... His EQ is non-existent.
Oh, non-existent.
And then, even though I wasn't...
like him, and I do like him, and I think he's funny, and I think his funny thing where he took out the paper and he's like, it says talk, like, he's funny, and he's outfits, and, like, I like him. It's like, I've never seen somebody unable to put thoughts to words in my life. Like, what is this?
Also, he was barely on Summer House. I mean, he had zero, like, he was barely on it. They barely filmed with him. I mean, he was seriously barely on it. They open with him and Ciara and give him, like, 20 minutes.
I thought it was ridiculous. But I will say, the behind-the-scenes footage that they showed of the dinner where she first confronts him and is like ripping him to shreds, and he's like, "Listen, I gotta get up. I gotta get up from the table." And then he walks away, and they show the finish. They're all sitting there waiting for him to come back, and they're like, "Okay, wonder what he's gonna say. He's gonna gather his thoughts." And
Doesn't say a thing.
nothing, and they're
Comes back, he's silent.
cracking up, and that was really funny to see.
That was funny. That was.
I mean, listen, I love Wes, but I mean, and I love Ciara, and she made me cry. She told that story, and I cried, and I cried with Kyle, as we always do. Everyone cries with Kyle.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like, what are we doing? Like, that wasn't a storyline.
But also, like, why are we covering this? This was last year's reunion.
It was weird,
Wow.
and it was long.
Strange. Very long, very strange.
I don't get it. So maybe your theory has some water to it, Jules. I don't know. I mean, I know Andy Cohen loves these guys, and he should.
He loves the boys. He loves
They're
them.
watchable. They are good TV. There's something there. The friendship with West and Jesse is funny. Like, he should love them. They're a cash cow for him. So maybe you're right. Maybe he was trying to let him look better. It was ridiculous.
Okay, this is something else I noticed. Did anyone else notice? I think Jesse, as he's angry and sulking in his chair, gets like an angry brow. It goes up, and he almost looks like a cartoon character for himself. He gets a very like thick eyebrow, and it goes up, and he looks like this crazy, almost looks like a serial killer. He gets like a grimace on his face. Yeah, look for it. He looks crazy sitting in a seat. You can tell he's like angry.
The serial killer Jesse jumped out. I don't think so. I don't think that. But like again, I was just going to kind of correct myself. I don't know where we. You know what? Maybe this should have been a 1-episode reunion because I don't think we needed all the Ciara and West stuff. And I'm going to go so far as to say I'm also not interested in the fucking Lexi shit.
I know.
I'm going to say something right now. You keep on calling Ciara, but no one else does, Jules. No one says Ciara. Everyone's saying Ciara.
Ciara.
But that's not how they pronounce it on the show. Everybody else calls her Ciara. But you call her Ciara. Just saying, because we're doing enunciations today.
Yeah. Anything else we want to say about the reunion? We're kind of.
I don't know where we're going from here. I think it's more Lexi stuff. I don't care. I'm so over this Lexi. I almost don't want her to come back.
They're trying to set up the setup, like sending the New York girls.
Well, he is going to talk. He's going to ask about Turner, and we're going to hear that Turner and her are over, I think.
Right.
It also doesn't make sense. Like, why would Paige and Amanda be sitting next to Andy? I think it's for the announcement.
Maybe they're the spinoff. Maybe they're
Yeah,
the spinoff.
right. Right.
Listen, I don't want to see Lexi back. Like, I don't think Lexi's great television. I just feel bad for her. Like, no one had her back. It was a little sad.
No,
I mean,
it wasn't great. It wasn't
he was
great.
mean to, he was a jerk to her, and no one kind of had her back at all.
Guys, there isn't enough feeling bad in the world to justify all the airtime this.
I agree. I know. I'm just saying, just for looks alone, just for like
relationship. Give me a break.
I know.
I agree. I just felt a little bad for her. I did.
She just walked in that Sports Illustrated walk. She just did that too.
That was cheesy.
All right, before I pass out, I think
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're up to closing hot takes / as I said.
Listen. Here's what I've got to say.
You gotta move your hair so we can see it, Mara.
What are you wearing?
Reveal. Here's the thing. I'm wearing my weighted vest happily, but I will say I feel like I've worked out. Now, if you've noticed that I've been a little quiet this episode, I really feel like I've just done a workout. Like this is 12 pounds. Now, the reason I'm in the hot seat is because I did buy the 20-pound one.
You got cocky.
It was a tad too heavy. I was literally for dear life.
8 pounds too heavy. That's like a giant baby.
Yes, holding on to the treadmill for dear life. Oh, my God. To one side. And now I've got my 12 pound.
Pushing up your neck. I mean, like, seriously.
I would say the 12 pound is a little heavy. Might I suggest you go with the 10 pound?
Mara, I have a question for you. When you go to, you've gone to the gym with a 10 pound, with a 10 pound. Have you worn that yet?
No, I just got it today. So I just put it on for the pod.
Well, Mara, I would like to ask, how often did you wear your 20-pound vest before you decided to
Once.
For those listeners who can't see Mara, she's holding up one finger. She wore it once.
I've been now wearing this 12 pounds for 43 minutes, and my back is starting to hurt.
Did you throw your back out with the 20-pound one?
I don't know.
So I guess even sitting with a weighted vest burns calories.
I don't know, but my back is starting to hurt, and I am a little sweaty, and the whole thing isn't feeling fabulous. So,
Cole, are you getting one for Prospect Park?
No. I'm not getting one until you. I don't think I can do it.
I like it. I'm feeling good. Let's see if I wear it. I'll let you know.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure, I have to say. It's on my radar.
Jules, why don't you get it and I'll try yours on?
Because I would only use mine at home on my treadmill. I am not wearing it in Prospect Park.
I'm not wearing it out either.
You can use it. You can come pick it up on the way.
By the way, the Peloton.
I know. They have 17 weighted vest workouts.
Yeah.
I know. I thought it was just 2, Mary.
I will do those.
Shout out Peloton.
Yeah.
Listen, you already got me. I'm already on my 10-pound weights. You're telling me I have to move to 20-pound weights. I can't do the weighted vest and move to 20-pound weights.
Let's talk about the 20-pound weights.
I don't have 20-pound weights.
Mary's doing 20-pound weights.
You have a 20 or 25-pound kettlebell?
Me? I have a 25-pound kettlebell and a 10-pound kettlebell.
Are you doing the 100-day challenge?
No. Are you crazy? Guys, I started the podcast. I started the podcast by saying, you're lucky I'm not sitting here in a neck brace.
Right. 100-day challenge.
You have to do 100 kettlebells
My
a day.
neck is barely hanging on without a neck brace. I can't do a kettlebell challenge. I will lose my neck.
Okay, kettlebell challenge is for women of our age, and
it's
we're supposed to be doing 100. I'm not doing it. I can't do that, but it's 100 a day.
To do 100 kettlebell swings a day for 30 days.
Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah, and this woman today on TikTok had this woman today was like, at first in my head, I was like, I can't even keep track to count to 100. She's like, a friend of mine gave me a great idea. You do 10 swings a minute for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So set your timer, and whatever time you have is rest time, and then you do it again.
And you don't have to do it all at once. They were saying, I'm not doing it because I don't have one in my house, but you could do it at any
your house, because here's what I'm going to do, and here's what I'm going to say. I used my 20-pounders today. I thought of you guys because I don't use them. No, I don't use them for arms.
No way.
Sometimes, every once in a while, I use them for like a.
Oh, well, that's because that's the same as 2 10-pounds. Yeah.
Exactly. I use them for lunges. I did the sumo squats with them. You could do that.
There isn't a word in the English language that I hate more than the word lunge. You say the word lunge to me, and I get a visceral response. I want to cry and die at the same time. I hate lunges so much. I hate lower body. I hate squats. It's almost like when I went to Canyon Ranch all those years ago with my mother, and they were like, it's as if you have no abs. I hate doing abs workouts, and I hate doing leg workouts. The only thing I will work out is my arms.
Okay, well, you could do a sumo lunge or sumo squat.
I do. Mary, you can see
with your 20s. And then I did instead of a kettlebell, I took my 20-pounder and I did the swings. Like that's, so you basically have, Strauss, you basically have.
I have that, but I'm not doing 20.
Mary, you'll love this one. This Chloe drags me to a circuit training class this week on Friday.
This should have been your hot. This was hilarious.
She says to me, "Oh, take this circuit training class with me." I'm like, I really like to do my TRX on Friday. She's like, "Oh, please, let's do it with me. Just skip TRX. Come with me." I'm like, "Well, I don't know this class. If it's too hard, I don't want to do it." She's like, "It's not too hard for you. Trust me, you could do it." Talks me into it as we're walking to the gym. I mean, we are 5 minutes from the gym. And she's like, "How good are you at jump rope?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Terrible." I'm like, "Ask 10-year-old me." I'm like, "I haven't been on a jump rope since I'm 10. She's just like, "Oh, it's just part of the class. It's not a big deal." I'm like, "It is a big deal. That's a big deal."
How good are you at jump rope?
As we're walking into the class.
Did you ever jump rope?
What?
Did you jump rope?
No. I had to pull the teacher aside. I'm like, I'm definitely not going to jump rope. I'm like, what is there? I was sweating. I was so upset.
I can't jump rope at all.
No.
Oh my God. I could jump rope.
That's great.
That's a great workout.
I jump rope a little bit in these classes. You've got to do like jump squats, like,
Yeah, this is jump rope.
No, I will never do a jump squat either.
Oh my God. I love a jump squat.
Cola, where was the class? Where was the class, Cola?
At the Y. Circuit training.
Ooh.
And I knew the teacher, so I had to go up to her. I'm like, I just got to tell you off the bat, I'm not jump roping. It's like, you don't have to. She's like, "You don't have to jump rope. It's okay." Like,
I would have been like, "If you don't mind, I'll be substituting marching in place for jumps."
I made up my own crazy thing.
Anytime I get to a thing on the legs part of the Peloton classes where it's like these crazy jump spots, I'm like, I'm gonna march in place. I'm like happily marching in place. I'm like, they can't see me. They don't know where I am. The Peloton still thinks I'm getting credit for the calories. No problem. I am marching in place as if I am in the army.
Ladies, we are way over time.
I hate to cut this short, but my back might go out on any longer. I must.
Right, this is a good one.
All right, hotties, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, wherever you stream your favorite podcast. Follow, like,
YouTube,
and comment.
Follow, like, subscribe, and listen to the end because we had a lot of fun stuff at the end.
The end was the whole thing.
I honestly don't know what we're watching this week. We're in between shows, but whatever.
We'll figure it out. All right, hotties, see you next week.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.